Israel halted aid deliveries to Gaza after the first phase of a US negotiated ceasefire deal expired, raising fears of a resumption in fighting. Israeli officials said Hamas had rejected an extension backed by Washington that would require the release of half of the remaining hostages before further negotiations. Hamas, meanwhile, accused Israel of violating the original agreement. Spurred by Donald Trump's much-criticized proposal to effectively take over Gaza, Arab nations have ramped up efforts to resolve the war. But here's what Israel's Netanyahu had to say.
Israel has decided to stop letting goods and supplies into Gaza, something we've done for the past 42 days. We've done that because Hamas steals the supplies and prevents the people of Gaza from getting them. It uses these supplies to finance its terror machine, which is aimed directly at Israel and our civilians, and this we cannot accept. We will take further steps if Hamas continues to hold our hostages. And throughout this, Israel knows that America and President Trump have our back. Thank you again, President Trump. Thank you for all you're doing to return our hostages, bolster our security, and provide a future of prosperity and peace for all the peoples of the Middle East.
Ghazali is with us for a quick update as well. Ghazali, take us to the current state of affairs.
See, the Egypt and Qatar, both the mediators, have been trying to assure Israel that perhaps the second stage of the ceasefire negotiations should continue. And why this entire crisis has developed? Because Israel wanted the first stage of ceasefire to extend. The first stage of ceasefire expired yesterday, and both Hamas and other mediators wanted to get into the second stage of negotiations, but Israel resisted it, saying that we want to extend the first stage of ceasefire. That exactly means that Israel wanted Hamas to release more hostages without any assurances which are part of the original ceasefire deal. The part of the original ceasefire deal was that Israel will start gradually withdrawing from the Gaza territory, from the Gaza Strip, but that is not happening. And time and again, it has been reported over multiple Western media, by Israeli media as well, that how Israel continues with its own with its attack in the Gaza Strip. Even yesterday, around 6 people were killed in an aerial strike. So on one side, Israel claims that Hamas is reneging on the ceasefire deal, but on the other hand, it also claims that it is getting as many arms and ammunition, which was put on hold by the previous Biden administration and now has been released by Trump. So certainly, Israel wants that Hamas should follow the new ceasefire deal or the negotiations drafted by the Trump administration, and wants all the hostages to be released at once. And that is when it will whether it will withdraw from the Gaza Strip or not has not yet been announced by Israel, but it certainly says that it has halted all the entry of relief material into Gaza Strip.
Thanks so much, Ghazali, for joining us with the crucial developments.